What's up, guys? Welcome to a big bad episode of Tech Tuesday.
So last week was CES, the annual convention in Las Vegas, where the tech world, or at least the tech world minus all of the companies that are big enough to hold their own events, gathers to give us all a glimpse into the future.
Well, to be fair, CES only really offers a slight glimpse into the actual future because most of the stuff on display there is stuff you're more likely to see in a Sky Mall catalog in 5 years and not actually own or even want to own.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that kind of stuff later. Despite all the lame nonsense, every year CES does show off a lot of really cool tech trends that are worth paying attention to.
So let's start with cars. CES is increasingly overtaking actual auto shows as the place that car companies show off some of their more daring concepts. The clearest example of this is the Faraday Future FF01, a high-performance 1,000 horsepower concept sports car that goes from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds and can go faster than 200 miles per hour, all without using any gasoline.
They named this after the Super Nintendo game F-Zero, correct?
Yes.
Okay. That all sounds great and all, and just look at this damn thing. But this is all anecdotal. That's not a real car, it's a concept car. Faraday is still a very young company who only recently got huge investment from Chinese backers. And this FF01 concept is mainly a way for them to attract interest for when they actually do start selling cars in a few years.
Yeah, Chevy, on the other hand, showed off their Chevy Bolt, which is going on sale later this year and aims to bring electric cars to the masses with a price tag under $30,000. It'll drive for 200 miles on one charge, and like pretty much every car on display at CES, the dashboard's all one giant crazy touchscreen.
Yeah.
Plenty of journalists actually got to test drive it at CES, and feedback has been pretty positive.
That's good.
All these the battery-powered cars have a very low center of gravity, so they corner really great. That's what everyone else is struck by.
Well, and then there's no like torque going into it. If it's an electric motor, it's like straight like power to wheels. So it's,
yeah.
It's
So
actually, the performance is a lot better in some cases.
That's pretty awesome, though. Like a major American car company introducing consumer-grade electric vehicles. Tesla, of course, throwing major shade at this as soon as it was announced. But you know, it's good to have competition.
Yeah, well, let's see when your car can drive itself, which is coming pretty soon, apparently.
Yeah.
Now, moving on over to VR. This was an odd year for VR at CES because the Oculus Rift and HTC Vive are so close to actually hitting the market. It was less about showing off anything new and more about reminding people that these things are coming out very, very soon. Oculus finally opened pre-orders and announced the price for the Rift headset. And while many found the $600 price to be a little bit steep, Oculus revealed that this is also the production cost and they're not going to be making any profits off the headsets themselves. Basically, they're taking a gamble that VR will catch on and hopefully they'll make some money later.
Yeah, it's like what Sony did with the PS3. They spent like more money, or they sold it for less than it even cost to make because they'd make their money back later on games. Oculus also released a handy little tool for you to check if your battle station is up to Oculus's VR standards. And boy, are those standards steep. You will need at least an NVIDIA GTX 970 or AMD R9 290, at least an Intel i5 4590, and at least 8 gigs of RAM. But hey, no one said the future would be cheap.
Yeah.
You can, of course, still run the Rift on a lesser machine, but these are their recommendations for the full Rift experience.
Yeah. Now, HTC, for their part, showed off the latest upgrade to their Vive dev kit, along with new controllers, and both look a lot more sleek than before. Though we still don't know what the final product is going to look like. We'll likely find out on or before February 29th when they open it up for pre-orders for its April release. But reports out of Taiwan are now indicating that it could cost $1,500.
What?
Goddamn! Well, that Oculus price ain't looking so bad anymore.
Yeah, I'll take the $600 Oculus.
Please.
One VR surprise came in the form of the Martian VR experience, which is part of 20th Century Fox's pretty aggressive venture into VR, which many journalists came away from pleasantly surprised. The 20 to 30 minute VR experience puts you in the body of Matt Damon's character, Mark Watney, and goes through some of the key survival scenes from the film, from planting crops to driving the rover to trying to propel yourself with an air leak in your glove.
Yeah.
So while still unfinished, many saw this as one of the best examples of mass appeal VR gaming yet.
Taking a poop on that flower patch.
Man, you gotta dig up that poop.
Yeah, exactly. Now, moving on to cameras, the biggest new trend we'll probably see a ton of in the next year is affordable 360-degree action cams. Nikon is jumping into the action cam world in the deep end with its Key Mission 360 camera, which shoots in 4K and is the first in a larger family of upcoming Nikon action cameras. It's only slightly larger than the GoPro Hero 4 Session, and it's waterproof right out of the box. No price yet, but this is Nikon, so we're gonna guess it'll be a little bit on the expensive side.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool though. Then there's Kodak, a company that's been around for 135 years. who hasn't been doing so great since the advent of digital cameras.
Yeah.
But they're still around after selling off $500 million worth of their patents, and they're also jumping on the 4K 360-degree action camera hype train themselves with an upgraded version of their SP360 camera, which isn't a true 360-degree camera. It's roughly a 235-degree camera. So you need two of them to get actual full 360. But I don't know, it's cool to see Kodak doing stuff.
Yeah. Kodak is also trying to reinvigorate one of its most successful products ever, the Super 8 film camera, with the support of people like J.J. Abrams and Chris Nolan. This will be at best a niche product, but it's really cool seeing Kodak embracing and updating old technology. It'll have a digital viewfinder, an SD slot to capture audio, USB and HDMI ports, and when you ship the film to Kodak for development, you'll get both a film reel and a digital copy.
I think this is cool.
That's a great idea.
Because the Super 8 film and cameras have gotten a bit of a revival with like wedding photographers because
they want the classic look and feel.
Yeah, it looks really cool, and it's cool that Kodak's at least responding to the very small market of people that are interested in this.
Well, it's cool that they'll send you a digital copy so you can just put it straight online.
Yeah. Then there's Polaroid, another company that nearly perished thanks to the rise of digital. They're also falling back on previous successes with their new Polaroid Snap cameras, which are digital cameras, but with the same selling point as the old Polaroid instant cameras, meaning they print the photos that you take right after you take them, which starting at $99 is at least a pretty cool toy.
Yeah, put it on your dream wall.
Yeah.
There you go. Speaking of retro gear coming back, Panasonic unveiled the Technics 1200 turntable, a product dating back to 1972 and then discontinued in 2008. That's been revived thanks to continued demand from DJs and vinyl aficionados. Old Technics still go for very good money on the resale market, so it's very smart of Panasonic to want to reinvest in one of their most popular products ever.
Yeah, turntables, you're the turntable, baby.
Yeah.
Now moving over to drones, one of the most popular categories of products at CES for the last several years. Intel showed off their RealSense technology during their CES keynote using the new Typhoon H drone from Unique. And this thing is really, really, really good at knowing how to avoid obstacles, including moving obstacles. They had like a tree falling on stage. This is great because the last thing you want to do after dropping some serious coin on a high-end drone is crash it into a tree.
I'd like to point out that the name of this Unique drone is spelled exactly like a stripper would spell her name.
My name's Unique.
Yep.
I got 2 kids. Do you want a lap dance or what?
No trees are gonna fall on me. On the more ridiculous and conceptual side of drones, Chinese company Ehang showed off their 184 AAV drone, which is actually a self-piloting personal transportation vehicle. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
It's a drone that you sit in. This is like some straight out of a Philip K. Dick novel stuff. It's pretty awesome. It looks cool. And it's also going to cost around $300,000 and can only fly for about 23 minutes. And most importantly, won't be legal for at least the near future, assuming that the thing even works correctly, since they haven't even proven that yet.
Yeah, all their promo footage is obviously CGI.
Yeah, it's a cool idea.
But I can see that it's a Chinese company.
Yeah.
I can totally see the Chinese government being like, hey, you're a billionaire. Whatever. Fly your personal self-piloting drone wherever you want to go.
As long as it's within 23 minutes.
Yeah.
It has a docking stage
It
over
goes
there.
60 miles an hour.
It's a great idea, especially in LA. It will get you around real quick. It's just extreme. Like you gotta wrap your head around like just the monumental
flying.
task of not hitting other drones or helicopters
Use
or
that
anything.
Intel RealSense technology.
And also in a city like this, where are you gonna land?
Yeah.
Exactly. Helicopter pads on every building.
Yeah.
Anyways, what else? Every TV manufacturer is now in an arms race to make the thinnest TV, with LG showing off this ridiculous two-sided 55-incher that's only half a centimeter thick.
We put a TV on your TV.
Yeah,
now you
there
can
you
watch
go.
TV on your TV.
Yeah, it's like the wrong way to do picture-in-picture.
Yeah.
LG also showed off their rollable OLED displays, which are totally awesome, but have no real practical purpose yet. And for some reason, everyone really wants to buy 8K TVs now, of course.
Sell your 4K TV. You're not getting the whole picture.
Well,
Get an 8K TV.
It's good for us Joe the plumbers out here who are going to be able to afford 4K TVs next Christmas.
My vision is so bad at this point that
Yeah.
it really doesn't matter.
4K is the only way I can go, actually, if I want to see a clear picture.
I buy most of my shows on Amazon, and I buy them in SD, and I haven't had any problems.
Yeah,
yet.
unless I'm watching some like really intense action movie, I usually purchase an
Yeah.
SD. So, there you go.
Oh, one more thing. Motorola is dead.
Dead!
Except nothing's gonna change.
No.
Motorola, they sold off their consumer products division to Google a few years back, who then sold it off to Lenovo a few years after that. So, and Google also held on to most of the patents. So Lenovo's now just basically phasing out the Motorola name, but they're keeping Moto as the name for a specific line of phones.
Whatever.
Yeah, who cares?
Swagway kicked the inherent douchiness of their products up a notch at CES by introducing the Swagway Swagtron. What a terrible name. This is a hoverboard with built-in Bluetooth speakers, and that'll sure to get you noticed and not annoy people around you at all.
No.
I can't see how this would be annoying
Not
in any way.
at all.
It inadvertently shoots flames out the back.
I hope it's got really good bass to just, shake you while you're moving.
Yeah, there
God.
you
Swagtron. Swagtron!
go. Sounds like a Vine star's name.
They literally doubled down on just,
Douchiness.
oh, God.
Yeah. You should get like one of those things that, the planes that fly at the beach that have the ads on them.
Yeah.
Just have one of those hanging off the back that just says, I'm a complete douchebag.
Anyway, here's something cool though. Recon Instruments and Empire Paintball's smart paintball mask features a heads-up display that could lead to paintball being a lot more like a video game. It's got a field map, an ammo counter, teammate locations, and so on.
Which means that the government has already done this for the military, probably.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes. No, they definitely have.
And a Chinese electric skateboard company got raided by U.S. federal marshals during the convention because they were allegedly showing off a product featuring patents that they'd stolen from another company. So the award for worst CES product debut goes to the Trotter by Changzhou First International Trade.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
I'm sure those flights weren't cheap either.
Yeah, very.
We sent our whole team down to Las Vegas to show off this product we stole.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, the people we stole it from were just down the hall.
Very easy to market name for that company.
The Trotter.
No, the actual name, Changzhou International.
Changzhou International Trade just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, chit? Is that what they should call it? It's a real piece of chit. Anyway.
And finally, it wouldn't be CES without hundreds of small companies presenting products ranging from questionable to misguided to outright stupid. And you can look at all of them in one convenient place thanks to public relations guru Ed Zitron's Twitter coverage of the convention that has been compiled in a Storify page.
Yeah, very good job. There's the Emo Cam.
Ooh.
There's the Pet Cam smartphone for pets.
Ooh.
Everybody's got to have one now. There's Grush, the gamified toothbrush. It's like the next step in evolution from the song toothbrush that played a song that let you know how long to go for. Anyways, there's the Hi-Fi musical car jump starter.
Because your car jump starter doesn't make music? Lame.
It's got the car has to be jump started right when the bass drops.
I would have jumped with
Nah, it's
dumb.
You start it up and Steve Aoki comes out and smashes you in the face with the cake.
There's a company that makes security cameras and G-Spot vibrators and displays them right next to each other.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
Yeah.
There's Edwin, the smart rubber ducky. Smart rubber ducky.
Yeah, what does it do?
I don't know.
Spies on your kids in the
Smart.
bath.
Yeah.
That's what it does.
There's the Wonder Wolf GPS bow tie for dogs.
Okay, I can see that working.
And there's just so much poorly translated text everywhere.
Yeah.
A lot of these companies come from Asia. They don't. You can't blame them too much, but God, it looks hilarious when you're trying to market a product and the shit's just nonsense all over the board.
Are you sure that the G-Spot vibrator and the security cameras weren't supposed to be sold as a dual companion thing?
Yeah, it's the Cam Girl starter kit.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Okay, yeah, maybe they are.
Anyways, donate 1,000 credits to our show, ETC, and we will get naked.
Yeah.
Watch some stuff over here. Podcast, news dump, tugs.
Do it.
Yep.
Do it all.
Bye.
Bye.